Hi, this is Jack Aldane for IR Magazine, and I'm stood here with Noël Kurdi, Director of IR for Nanobiotix. You were the last year winner for the People's Choice Award. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about how you felt your IR program fared and sort of what made it a success this year, and also since then, how the strategy has developed forward from there.
As far as our investor base, it has increased. We are slowly moving to the U.S. as far as our market, our clinical development, and therefore our investors. So it has proven challenging, but we are getting a foothold in the U.S. We already have a pretty good footprint in Europe. And so I find that it's been quite of a challenge, but we've been seeing progress thus far.
MiFID II has obviously been a big theme of this conference, and I'm wondering what your thoughts are about the way in which it's shaping corporate access and research and the way in which meetings are done, all those things that have been discussed. What's your perspective on this?
So as far as meetings are concerned, we try very, very hard to get in front of the investor as much as possible. Corporate access amongst the buy side has increased, so usually there's another step to get to the actual portfolio manager or the analyst. As far as the sell side, we also try and stay in the forefront of their minds. We continually meet with the buy and sell side in Europe and the US, and we do NDRs, I would say, every month and a half or so, along with or in conjunction with conferences. So I think the proactivity is the most important and the key thing in this, or the key strategy in this situation.
And what have been the biggest IR challenges, would you say, for Nanobiotix in the last 12 to 18 months?
I think more questions regarding whether we're going to be publicly listed in the U.S. We're getting an increasingly amount of questions regarding that. So that's a new challenge. That's something that we are. It's in the cards, and we're currently working on. And I think it will help increase U.S. investors entering our company.
Tell us a little bit about the highlights from this conference that you've taken away. Anything that surprised or concerned you?
ESG, I think, has been a really important and up-and-coming topic. I think all of the input from the panelists have been super helpful. I think it will really increase our best practices internally. And I think I find most of the panel discussions that that you guys have been hosting have been super helpful in bringing back to my company and making our IR even more refined.
It sort of dovetails with the last question, really, which is why you think perhaps these sorts of events are important and why it's essential that the IR community comes together at least once a year.
I think it's super helpful, primarily because it's IR across multiple industries. So it's really interesting to see how different IR teams and industries and verticals work. And I think it's great to be able to have that. We don't necessarily mix normally, but it's really nice to have something that is role specific and be able to pick and choose and take the best qualities and bring it back to our company.
So, Noël Kurdi, thank you very much.